It must be remembered as I continue with this journey that I am not in a dermatological sector or setting. I am not in the healthcare sector or setting. I'm just a girl who studied analytical chemistry, and I landed in a cosmetics manufacturing space, and I worked as a testing laboratory technician. But besides that, I suffered from a severe eczema for a period of over 6 months, and I documented that journey on my page. You can take a look. I documented from how my skin looked like, the severity of it, the medication that I used, and everything that had to do with that journey. And therefore, I call upon any dermatological person who will see this video, nurses or doctors, to kindly and please comment down below this video to engage with us, to give us more insight when it comes to this type of medication, because it has helped me. And in as much as it has helped me, I think we would have to be careful on what we'll advocate for when it comes to this type of medication and the dermatological skin conditions in general, because what can work for me might not work for the next person, and how my skin respond to one medication might not be necessarily the exact same response that the other person is going to get. And let us talk about it, and let's get right into it. What are you seeing currently on this video? What you're seeing currently is my pharmacist mixing a medication for me, and I asked him, I humbled myself to please shoot a video for me doing this so that I can post it on my page, because for the longest period of time people have been asking me what I have used, and I felt it was only fair for me to do this because a lot of people supported me. But not only that, but because a lot of people still reach out to me up until today asking me what I've used. And to be real honest, I've been quite not so confident to talk about a topic that is in the healthcare space when I am not in the healthcare space, because I understand that in as much as my platform is still small, but it has about 1,081 followers at the point I record this video, and to a person who is well in their mind, it says you carry a little bit of responsibility, at least 0.5 responsibility, to ensure that whatever information you're going to talk about is the information that is safe, is verified, and you must be careful that people might actually take and use that information. And so because I've been at the point where I suffered so much because of the severe eczema, I wouldn't want a person to take the information that I'm going to use but use it wrongly. What you're seeing currently is a clobetasol propionate, which is one of the strongest steroidal medication. Steroidal formulations have 4 groups: mild, moderate, potent, and super potent. And clobetasol propionate falls under super potent, which means that it is one of the strongest steroidal medications we have. Therefore, safe and careful usage of this medication is advised, and it is only available under prescription and can only be administered by a professional. The reason why it's used, it is because it has strong anti-inflammatory, anti-pruritic, vasoconstrictive, and anti-proliferative activities. Let me repeat that because that was so noisy. The reason why this medication is used for severe eczema and psoriasis is because it has strong anti-inflammatory, anti-pruritic, vasoconstrictive, and anti-proliferative activities. So what he did, he took a 500 gram of the emulsifying ointment to dilute this medication. Because at the time when I was severe, I feared for everything. I feared everything because I felt I'm using a lot of medication and I'm not seeing the results. I was afraid that I'm going to get to a point where I start to suffer from the withdrawal symptoms and the side effects of the very same medication that is supposed to help me. But he reassured me that I'm going to be okay. And I must say it has been 4 months straight with me using this medication only on affected areas. I do not use it on the whole body. I use it only on affected areas. And I must also emphasize, I only use it when my skin feels itchy. And I must say it works absolutely amazing when it comes to reducing the itchiness of the skin. To be really honest with you, I can't remember the last time I scratched my skin. Anyway, he used a castor oil as a binder. This medication is so hard. I don't know if you can see that as he is trying to scoop it from its container. It is so hard, and he did say that this is not how he's supposed to be mixing it. There's a machinery that is supposed to mix, but unfortunately at the pharmacy they currently don't have it, so he has to go through all of this stress to then mix it. So that tightness of the medication might be because of the high concentrations of beeswax. So a beeswax, I know from a chemistry manufacturing experience that it is also used as a binder in formulations. So they will use things like beeswax, like emulsifying or ointment and all of that to try and hold a formulation together. So if you use high concentrations of it, it is going to be so hard. So sometimes also due to the presence of macro 6000. Anyway, don't quote me much when it comes to that. So what he did then was to scoop this emulsifying ointment, which is 500 gram in total, and then to section it into 2 containers where he can be able to put the castor oil as a binder so that he can then add the clobetasol for me. Then he mixed thoroughly, and that is that. So let us talk about the dilution proportion that he made here. 1 tube of the clobeta that you see on the table is 20 grams, if I'm not mistaken.